Hello, this is Heisenberg.
Hey there, this is G Forever.
Yes, here with some exclusive reviews.
All the way from Singapore by XM Studios, the Ultraman bust and Ultraman statue.
Joining us today are two distinguished guests. First up, we have from XM Studios, the Assistant Creative Director, Stanley.
Hi, everyone.
And he's bringing in some world exclusive reveals of some really amazing statues. So you want to stay tuned for those.
Yeah, so we're also joined by Jeff Gomez from Ultraman Connection.
Hey, how you doing, people?
And here they are with G Forever.
Yes, we got the XM Studios Ultraman Type C, the bus, and also the statue. Both are 60 centimeters tall. So really cool.
Oh, yeah. And again, this is 4K video, color balance. So we're going to get a really good look at them. We're going to zoom in.
Yep. And check out these really nice features. Both of them comes with like the LED light up. And not only do they light up, they also have this little gimmick where you can switch the light over to where the color timer blinks. So you have the solid blue, and you can change to that like blinking red when it's kind of like the when Ultraman's low on his energy. So what do you think, Jeff? How does this look compared to what you remember from the shows?
This is a bit of an improvement, to say the least. I go back to the old Bandai bull marks in the 70s.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Very simple molds. The nuance and detail here are just spectacular.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, I think XM Studios did a fantastic job replicating like the suits. Like, if you look closely at the ears, the eyes, like everything seems to be replicated. They have like the really tiny details. And I think like within the eyes, like they have that little like kind of that hole, which we'll show earlier, where the actors would look through. And looking closely on the like the sculpture here, you can see all the wrinkles are kind of replicated from the rubber suit. So I think it's really, really well done.
Oh, yeah. So it looks like the XM Studios decided to go with the realism of like, let's make it look like the real suit, like it looked on the TV show.
Yes, that's right. So
Yeah.
I guess the objective is really to replicate. For this very first C type is all about being realistic in a way. We wanted to have this idea of men in suit. So that's why the sculptor is awesome, Mr. Fujimoto Sensei. He's able to capture all the crease, all the folds, the textures. So yeah, this is awesome. When you look at it.
And we should point out these are prototypes that XM Studios was nice enough to ship over to G Forever. So they're sort of like, so here's like some of the insides, but again, these are the insides of the prototypes. So it's just sort of like, it's just kind of like a, first draft. This is not the finished product. I think the finished product is going to be a little more polished when you open it up.
Yes, that's right. Definitely. And you do take note that the eyes on the 60 cm full diorama is slightly different because this is, like you mentioned, a prototype. So we have corrected that as well.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, so yeah, definitely cool. Like, I was interested, like, were you thinking of doing like a plug-in version, or did you want to keep it like a battery power just for a cleaner look?
Yeah, the option is really about getting it clean. So battery packs is definitely the way to go for us. And of course, there's a lot of I would say technical considerations that we have to take into account if we were to do a plug-in version. So yeah, as of now, it's going to be a power using batteries.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. It's a very nice, nice look without any wires going the battery route.
Yeah, actually, one thing it took us a moment to realize that with the diorama, you turn the light on and off by just kind of like touching this statue from the outside. There's no button.
Yeah,
which we'll see that, and we'll see that again. But it just, you sort of like just place your hand on his chest, and again, there's no button there, and it just sort of senses that your hand is there, and activates the light.
Yeah, so that was very surprising because we were looking for the switch when we took off the mask. Like, turn it on. I saw a quick light, but but yeah, we're checking out the VTOL jet now. I think this was really really nicely done. So yeah, I think Jeff, what do you think from your memories of the show?
That's gorgeous, and I don't recall anything that had a diorama of that level of detail. That's for sure. The toy is fantastic. The scale seems spot on to me.
Yeah, I think having the SSSP base together with Ultraman it's just so cool. It just really completes it's a really nice completion for like a centerpiece.
And this bust looks like it is like a human-sized bust here. So I assume this is like one, like sort of a 1-to-1 scale, like human size.
Yes, it is. Yep.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. Guys, I had the recent incredible fortune to be one of the producers behind a live stage show here at Anime Expo in Los Angeles. And this is really, really striking in terms of its detail. The one thing I'm wondering about is the kind of beehive pattern in both the color timer and the eyes. I did not necessarily notice that in the actual stage suit.
Oh.
So that's fascinating because there's even more detail here.
Yes.
Than in the stage suit.
Thank you. Yeah. So I guess this is really, it goes down, the credit goes to Fujimoto sensei. So what happened is when we engaged him, he actually did a series of studies on the actual costume. He went all out, did his research, and this is actually what was the end result. So he really wanted to put in all the details that was present during then on these two sculpts actually. So yeah.
Wow, excellent. Yeah, I was gonna ask, was this something that Mr. Yoshiko Fujimoto-san like researched himself, or was it like XM Studios pushing for all these revisions? So that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, and also this bus comes with a beta capsule, and it also lights up as we see with the button. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess it's a little, I guess, item that we would like to have on probably the bus series. So their transforming device, so that there's this emotional attachment to it,
Definitely.
when you do have fans here, where they take it up and they start playing with it.
Yes, definitely.
So that's really cool because when you look at it, it's like so objective match. So yeah, I think this is something interesting to, I guess, incorporate into the bus.
Definitely. Yeah, it goes hand in hand. Yep, being 1-to-1 scale.
And I like the nameplate. And then I like the fact that the base of the bus is like this minimal black base, so as that not to distract. And once again, this is a prototype that's been shipped around, so this one's a little messy because, like I said, this is a prototype that's been been through a lot.
Yeah, check out the profile. Yeah, if you look at the profile in the back, like you can even see like the zipper lines are replicated so nicely. Yeah, so it really looks like you have like the top partially of the suit right in front of you, so it's a really great replica.
Oh yeah, and once again, if you see, it's like G Forever just touched the chest, and that's what activated the lights.
So this feature, I have to clarify, will not make it to the final production.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, because what happened is it's actually located at this portion just below the chest. So you require a light touch to it. So over time, after touching, the paint may wear off.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's the reason why we decided to, let's go for something more. Let's go for something safer. That's why eventually this will be probably a remote control turn on and off, similar to the bus. Right.
Oh yeah. Actually, I hadn't thought of that. That's a good idea, so that people don't touch it as much.
Yeah. I think the remote control is good. It's really like looking at the suit in a miniature form for this 60 centimeter statue. It's really great. And I'm not actually, it's not small. It's actually really big. So compared to most Ultraman figures, I think this is one of the bigger ones out there. And just look at the neck, like you can see all that like the wrinkle where the zipper is really nice. Like it's really replicated nicely. And even the blinking is pretty cool.
And I take it this is polystone?
Yes, this is in polystone, which is a material that XM is known for. So yeah, in XM Studios, we produce polystone statuettes from different various brands. So yeah, and for polystone, because we are able to capture more details at times, the way we sculpt it. So yeah, that's why it's probably a unique material. It's not a very common material, I guess, for Ultraman range. So yeah, it's something different.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
makes it unique for for someone's collection. And if we look at the base, like look at all the the little details of the bushes, the lights,
Oh yeah, all
the
the little
traffic.
stones. I like the
Yeah,
grid too. But
yeah.
my favorite part is what, and we're going to zoom in on it. My favorite part is the ship. I just really
The
like the
VTOL
sleek.
jet.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah,
veto
yeah.
jet. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Just I like that whole style, that whole like style of jet. I like that. As I really like the the sleek lines to it.
Yeah. And if we, I think we may have passed it, or maybe we'll zoom in on Ultraman's like the feet later. So like the boots are also replicated nicely. They even have like this little these like almost like stitching lines.
Yeah, and
So
then
it's really cool.
we put the light. We put showing a light down on side. Yeah, there's the boots. Yeah, there's the boot stitching.
Yep.
But yeah, we also showing a light out like inside, like the center of the diorama to sort of like show you what it looks like. Because normally it's in the shade. Yeah, normally you can't see it. But it's
Yep.
sort of like a block there.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, we try to get a 360 view of these two statues.
Truly incredible.
So what role did this base and jet play in the show?
The SSSP, is basically the one of the most iconic, besides Ultraman, it's one of the most iconic, I guess, group of people in the entire series. They're like the defense force for Earth as well. So and the guy who is supposed to transform to Ultraman, he is from this SSSP.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess this whole concept, of creating a statuette, we wanted to link it back as much to the original idea of Ultraman being the protector. So Ultraman protects Earthlings, right? So besides that, who else will he want to, protect and to stand by? That will be his teammates, which is the SSSP. So I guess most people will realize that this is pretty close to the final episode, of the Ultraman series.
Yes, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, so it's featured there. So there's this final battle with I believe Zeton, right? So
Yeah,
Zeton's
Zeton.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that is pretty iconic, and I think it's awesome if we put it in terms of the entire storytelling, and yeah, so it's like fighting together, defending. So yeah, I think that's one of the cool ideas.
Great.
Yeah,
And I think
exactly.
G Forever is doing a comparison with a different, I think a different release of it, right?
Yeah, so this came from one of the Bandai what is it? It's like a 12-inch like doll and it has this accessory but it also had a VTOL jet. So
Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah,
about
so
when?
there's
Do you remember about when that came out?
like around I want to say like the 1999 or 2000 time frame. So it's way back. And here are some of the classic Bandais. I think Jeff, you might be more familiar with these, right?
Yes.
So yeah, I think these are the ones we were, grown up and played with. So you can see Ultraman Jack is a little gone through
Right.
some battles.
And is this
And
X Plus or?
no, this is actually one of the earlier Bandai like deluxe figures. This is the Kimoto collection. So
Yep.
this was I think a 50 centimeter scale or 50, yeah, I think 50 centimeter, 55 centimeters, and this is the XM version is definitely much bigger. So here's the doll that I was talking about, the from Bandai. This one also lights up, but as you can see, the light up is definitely dated. It doesn't have a strong LEDs. It has like the small cell batteries, and just borrowing Max's magnet to activate the color timer, since I have the beta capsule in the box.
Mm.
Yep. So
Yeah,
yep.
this
And
is the X Plus.
this is the X Plus. Yeah, this is the X Plus. So this one is also I think 50 centimeters
50,
tall, and yeah, XM still towers it. And one thing I really like XM's statue more because he has like a pose, whereas the X Plus is very like a static pose. And I think the colors on the XM definitely stand out more too.
Oh yeah, who's this guy?
All right, this is a newer one. This is from Mega House. I think their Ultimate Article series, so you can swap
Yeah.
out the arms to do different poses. So my question for XM, were the because I know XM has lots of different accessories typically. Was there an option or was it like were there plans to make swappable arms or for this one's gonna be just like a solid figure?
Right. So for this particular range, it's just going to be a solid figure.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we could have opt for a switch out, but what's going to happen is you do get to see seam lines, for example.
Yeah.
So that is something that I wanted to avoid.
Want to avoid, yep.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. And also because of the way it's being designed, the pose, the
Yes.
posture, it's not suitable, I guess, for a spasm ray type of move because it's supposed to be lower. So yeah, with those considerations, so we decided to just go for something really, really I guess simple and straightforward.
Yep.
And really truly represent, what this whole thing is about. Yeah.
Yeah, totally makes sense. As soon as I saw the photos of this, the first thing I thought of, wow, this looks like the last episode, Farewell Ultraman with Zeton, gonna be like a companion piece, hopefully in the future, maybe.
Yeah, nobody will know, right? Maybe. Would you like one?
I would like one putting Zeton next to him. That's definitely
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
Be too much to bear. Too much to bear.
Well, it's cool. We're gonna have the light up there.
And then yeah, we'll have to bring Zophie in too.
Oh yeah.
And now an exclusive reveal of upcoming XM Studios Ultraman products. What do we have here, Stanley?
Well, what you're looking at here is one of our more ambitious projects that we have. It's like what you see is Ultraman facing off his nemesis. A lot of them, in fact. So this concept is actually co-created with Matt Frank.
Ah,
So
I knew it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, this
something
is
that you'll draw,
outstanding.
right?
That's even a bonus,
Yeah.
but it's so many characters all in one. That's just wonderful.
Yeah, because as soon as I saw it, this resembles something that Matt Frank would draw.
Well, that's for sure.
So I was wondering if he was behind this. So this is awesome. So yeah, Matt Frank is a well-known kaiju artist and Ultraman artist. So it's pretty cool. So and there's a lot of kaiju here. So we're seeing let's see, I see Naronga, I see Telsodon, Baltan, I think Red King. The back, Dada, Gomora, Bemula, and Zeton in the far
Zeton,
back.
yeah.
And I love the touch of Pigmon right there with the balloon too. That's so cool. And then Red King with the rock.
Oh yeah, and I'm really impressed that it's a whole 360 degrees, that you've got something to look at from every angle.
Yes, that's right. So
Yeah.
the concept, I guess, is really to showcase a battle of sorts, and how Ultraman is facing them head on, protecting, of course, Pigmon there, which is a later addition by Matt, which is an awesome touch.
Excellent.
And you see how the buildings around it is all, damage, the destruction. So the whole, I guess it's a very emotional piece to a certain extent when you look at it. And every kaiju that you see there has got its own expression.
Yes.
Yeah. And of course their own gesture of sorts.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean this concept was it didn't, it took us some time with Matt, going through, getting the best angle. But it was a fun process, I guess. And just to mention, this piece is sculpted by two different sculptors.
Oh wow.
Ultraman himself is definitely by Fujimoto.
Okay.
He sculpted our C-type.
Yes.
And you'd be surprised that all the kaijus, the base, and all the rest is actually sculpted by Mr. Tanaka Sensei.
Oh no way. Oh, so yeah.
So
that's awesome.
It was awesome, to work with all three.
Three different
in terms
artists
of creating this. Yes, that's right.
Oh, just
Wow,
wonderful.
It's a great team. Yeah.
Oh, and this is the now I tell you, this is from the recent Ultraman Singapore web series.
Yes, that's right. So this is actually a unique collaboration between Singapore and Japan. So this is to mark the 55 years of diplomatic relations between Singapore and Japan. So in short, SJ55. So the Singapore Tourism Board actually collaborated with Tsuburaya, to come out a 3-part web series, and it's really cool because what they did is they kind of transform or reimagine, I would say, our icon, our mythical creature Merlion, into a good, friendly kaiju, that is working together with Ultraman to fend off, the bad guys. So yeah, I thought it's really awesome when we look at the ideas, the concept behind. So just in case some of you are not familiar with Merlion, so Merlion is actually a mythical creature, I would say, or icon of Singapore. So it has the head of the lion and the body of a fish. So why? Because the fish represents Singapore's origin, which is a fishing village, and the lion head itself it represents I would say Singapore, because in Malay language it's called Singapura, so it means lion city. That's why there's a yeah, that's right.
Very cool.
Oh,
So
excellent.
yeah, you want to
so
tell
far-
us about these landmarks?
Sure. So this series that we are pushing out is it comes in 3. So they are all heavily influenced by the web series, the locations that was, the web series is shot. So you have the MBS, which is Marina Bay Sands, that appears during the final battle. And of course, what you're looking here is actually our control tower of Changi Airport, which is also heavily featured. And the last but not least is going to be Merlion Park. So that is important because that is when you have Merlion transform into Malinga. So this character here is called Malinga. It is designed specifically for Singapore. So yeah, I think it's pretty awesome.
It's really cool. Yeah.
So it's really truly unique.
And I like how he's colored. Are these colors traditional, or is this or is this part of the adaptation for Ultraman? The colors the red here.
Yeah.
It is actually based on the adaptation. So yeah. So even we follow the style guide as well. So the colors are close to the actual of suit that they have actually.
Oh wow, excellent.
Yeah. So all these landmarks are, of course, well-known landmarks of Singapore. So we wanted to feature them here as well. So since it's this is all 3 together.
Oh, wonderful. Now,
so this comes in 30 cm. Yeah.
Now, folks, it's like, do we have rough timetables on? So all these items that have been revealed here, do we have rough timetables on when they might go up for pre-order and finally be shipped? Or I think it's still pending. I assume some of them are still pending license approval, so that might so we don't know for sure what's going to happen.
Right, but the targeted release date is going to be somewhere between November-December period.
No, that's soon.
Oh,
yeah, that's soon. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's very soon.
Yeah, a couple of months from now. So
excellent. Yeah. So yeah, Ultraman fans, stay tuned. I think these will be on their way shortly.
Yeah, so I mean, you can always follow the XM's Facebook for more updates as well. That's where we usually will update all the upcoming pre-orders and stuff. Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, outstanding. Oh yeah. What do you think here, Jeff?
It's truly a spectacular. You have. It should be noted that Merlion is an ally of Ultraman. They team up together to defeat the big bad. It's wonderful. I have a fantastic relationship with Singapore. I was so thrilled to see Ultraman there. The little 3-part YouTube series is spectacular. The effects, the juxtaposition of Ultraman against various Singapore landmarks is well worth checking out as a kind of canonical extension of Ultraman. Truly breathtaking. And with regard to the other statue with all the different kaiju, you look at that and you are reminded of the power of the contribution of the original series to global popular culture. The fact that we can look at some of those monsters and recognize them as iconic Japanese kaiju. It's just breathtaking because all those monsters originated in the first series.
Yes.
of Ultraman.
Very
Not
true.
in. There have been dozens and dozens of
Oh, yeah.
Ultraman series since then, and those monsters recur throughout time, which truly makes it a true prize to get that statue. So
Yes.
I'm checking my bank account right now.
Oh, wonderful. And Jeff, can you tell us more about Ultraman Connection?
Ultraman Connection is an endeavor to bring Ultraman and the Ultraman franchise to the rest of the world outside of Japan and China. We are trying to bolster the popularity of Ultraman and introduce Ultraman to the world, and we've been doing, I think, a pretty good job. So with the licensing group in Los Angeles, we've managed to extend Ultraman into a series of Marvel Comics miniseries. There are dozens of licenses here in North America for Ultraman now. Ultraman anime has been introduced on Netflix.
Netflix. Yeah.
We're developing an Ultraman animated feature with animation from Industrial Light and Magic that will also be for Netflix. And of course, we brought the official Ultraman channel to the States, where you can watch the actual series. Right now, Ultraman Decker is showing up in the series. And if you look closely at Decker's eye, it's very similar to the eye pattern in the statue, in the Ultraman statue. It's fascinating.
And there's also the recent Japanese film Shin Godzilla, or not Shin
Or
Godzilla,
Shin Ultraman.
Shin Ultraman, Shin
That's right,
Ultraman
Shin
from the
Ultraman.
makers of Shin Godzilla.
That's
Yeah,
right.
more.
And we are actually arranging for Shin Ultraman to come to North America theatrically. So that's super exciting. It's playing the festival circuit now worldwide. And
Yep.
I think I can announce for the first time anywhere that we are bringing Shin Ultraman to New York City in tandem with New York Comic Con
Yeah.
in just a couple of
Awesome.
weeks.
Excellent.
It's one night only. It'll be a screening in the AMC theater near the event, and it's a spectacular movie.
That's so
Oh,
cool.
excellent. But oh yeah, I'll be buying my ticket.
Excellent. So, so yeah, maybe, yeah. So Jeff, maybe you can tell us why fans should sign up on the Ultraman Connection, and maybe what they can expect to see, and maybe what upcoming events. I think you may have just announced New York Comic Con and Shin Ultraman.
Sure. UltramanConnection.com is kind of a fan hub for Ultraman. And on it, you can get, all you have to do is sign up. It's free. And you would get access to entire series like Ultraman Trigger, Ultraman Decker, and even feature films that you can call up on video on demand. You pay a few bucks and you can watch a movie that's not available anywhere else in North America. We post news and reviews of products, which I can't wait to post about these on the site. Several times a week, there's something new on the site. We're also trying to document every Ultra and every Kaiju on the site as well, so that we can be official.
Oh yeah, and I believe if you
awesome.
keep watching, G Forever might show up at some point.
I think maybe he might.
Huge thanks for Stanley at XM for sharing that with us, and also huge thanks to Jeff for bringing all the Ultraman stuff over around the world, pretty much outside of Japan.
And please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more fun videos. This is Heisenberg.
And G Forever, hoping you enjoyed the Ultraman bust and statue.